Generic greetings and welcome back to production line once again. So in the previous episode we started building this line here, which is going to be our every line. So this is the line where we can have pretty much every single component possibly in the game put into a car. So it's all broken down from this list here. So body frame, body shells, things like the arches, front and rear arches, like that's what we've done across the entire board. Now the problem is if there's any little gap in the line, like I miss one out, which is it's easily done. It's very, very easily done. I'm going to have to redo a lot of it. So that's why I'm actually allowing cars to come along this line, which is very inefficient because obviously we're spending money to make these things that probably won't sell because they've got nowhere near the features. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, in the previous video, we managed to get up to the fit wing mirrors, which is in the last section of the body here. So we've done that one. So we'll have to continue on with paint. So we need to paint the undercoat, which is how long is it? It's a 3-minute process. Well, it's about 4 minutes. We're aiming for about 4 or 5 minutes for each area, and I think it's going to be the drying of the undercoat where we'll have multiples of that. So let's see, where do you want to put this one here? We could go long and then this way, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of put it in here, I think. And then we'll paint that there. So that's moving along. What I've done actually, I've set this to say make no sedans, but it doesn't seem to be listening to me. Is it now making no sedans? It is not making them. No, it's still going to keep making them. Yeah, because it's a ratio system, so even though I've said no sedans, it's still going to make them. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Well, the only other thing where I can stop it is remove the connection there, which actually might not be a terrible idea. There we go. So that's going to run out of axles, so we won't be able to make any more axles. So anyway, this is the painting of the undercoat, and we'll then dry it. So that's 12 minutes, but assuming we have at least a couple of these, we could have 3 of them. We could have 3. Looks like we've got a new type of car made, which is the pickup truck. Ooh, actually, that's a good thing. Let's have a quick look at the market share here then. Pickup. Oh yeah, 9 customers for a basic pickup. And then 15 for a mid-range. Ooh, okay. Let's make a mid-range pickup. So, it's going to be the pickup M and everything in it. Absolutely everything. As I said previously, there's a lot of stuff that we're adding in here that we just can't put on. But what I'll do, once we've made this line, we will almost certainly... Once we've done this one, we'll almost certainly get rid of these 2 and go from there. Anyway, so the axles, change the schedule. We need to add the pickup M, but in what ratio? So for the mid-range, it's totaling 1 off-road. Not many people really want a budget off-road model there. Sorry, mid-range off-road, but we're producing them. 15 pickup, 12 sedan. Okay, so the ratio is going to be... we'll make... do you want to put... There's no point in doing it in a row. So you want to make 5 of those, 1 of those, and 5 of those. Still going to have some other ones and so, but yeah, that'll do us. Or could you say 1, 1, 1? No, that's fine. That should be fine. We can alter that later on if we need to. Right. So, we've painted the undercoat. We need to dry it. So, I could put it side on, but that's quite... It's not really that efficient. I need some way of... Do you know what would have been better, actually? Get rid of that. Get rid of all of these, in fact. Paint the undercoat here. Do it around here. And we'll dry it along 1, 2, 3. Damn, it's not going to fit. Move it back over, we will, though. 1, 2, 3. There's the 3 drying. And painted here. There you go. And obviously we can have extra fans as well. So once it's been... Once all dry off, we can then... I want to leave a gap so we can get the line across, you see. We can then paint this thing. Oh, that's the undercoat. Then paint the finish. And dry the finish, which is 14. So this is going to be... We're going to need another 3 of these. Which we can fit in. 1, 2, 3, like that. Bit of a squeeze. But it can go in. There we go. Then these come back down. To there. So that's the finish. And then polish the paintwork, which is a simple task there. There we are. So, I will connectorate this thing up, like so. And we'll do the same here. There we are. So that should be all the paintwork. So I'm going to max speed it out. I'm going to see if it fixes it. Like I said, we will have to add some more fans to the undercoat drying process, which I'll do as probably our next research, to be quite honest with you. Then it's just the engine accessories. So there's the paint. That's a anti-lock brakes. Don't need to upgrade them just yet. Choose next research project. It's in processes, and we'll go down, and it is the turbo drying. So this upgrades faster drying by all. There you go. So it adds extra fans to that. And I do like that they're now animated. Be nice if these machines made more beep, boop, beep. Well, for a start, noise. It'd be nice to have some of that. And also flash the lights and stuff. Be very, very nice. But, you know. I don't think we'll lose any sleep over it. Anyway, so there is that. That's now got nice polished paintwork. As you can see, we're no longer producing any cars off this one. Like, we stopped because we've got no route to stockpile. But that's what we needed. That's what we wanted. So, engine. Powertrain is going to be 2 minutes. I'm going to be putting it... I think, actually, where it is fine. So, powertrain. Radiator is quite easy. Exhaust. Again, same thing. Wheel assembly is where we split it up. So, brakes. Wheels. Just make sure that we're doing all that. That's fine. That's a wheel. Steering assembly is column. And then the steering wheel. And that's quite a simple one, actually, that. Yeah, that was quite simple. No route to stockpile, obviously. So we're going to have a stockpile. This is going to be the engine stockpile one, you see. And do that. And actually, this one here can be there. Alright. Like I say, there'll be load balancing to do and things like that. Oh, there's upgrade all slots for the drying. Might as well. More research to be done. Might as well go for super fast resource imports because I still haven't got that. These are now down to 11 seconds and 10 minutes and 11 minutes. So, got 3 of them. 3.33 recurring. Yeah, that's the job done. Like I say, as long as it's under... that's still a route to stockpile. It's still taking a while. There we go. Big spender as well. We spend over 300,000 an hour for 6 consecutive hours. Excellent. So I probably have another... Why does that say no route to stockpile? It must have a route to stockpile. Is it just taking a while to stream in? I think it might be. Yeah, it's just taking a while to stream in. That's the wheels, is it? It is the wheels. Or is it just glitched? That's very strange. What have I missed out here? Requires 4 wheels. Right. So, engine, wheel. Bit of a bug. That's all it was. No problem. So, going along with the tyres, steering column, steering wheel. And then there you go. So that's the engine. Okay, accessories is lights. There's our super fast importers. I high-speed rollers, maybe? No, let's go for more technologies. I think we'll go for things like... Well, things like cruise control is stuff we need because it's in certain cars that we just... we haven't got it yet. So, lights... do we want to put it down here? Or do we want to rotate it around? No, I think we'll keep going along here. So, lights. Horn. Seats. Windscreen. Seats, windscreen. Aircon. Dashboard. And then, actually, it's actually electronics. It's electronics, and then out the door. Which is a little bit annoying, because the out the door bit is there. And if I just shifted these over a little bit, we could get it out that bit, and it could loop back round. Yeah, we could do that, you know. Let me get some research first. Anything that's classed as, like, common. So we could do that. We could shift this over by 1. So the front axle and rear axle. Put the export in there. So the front axle... Well, the rear axle can go... Ah, no, because I'll have to rotate it. Ah, that's a shame. If I hadn't done that, we might be able to get another car in there, you see. Ah, well. Crying shame. Front and rear. And rear axles. Front axles, rear axles. There we are. So that fits the dashboard, which is the last section on here. Then electronics, and then out the outie bit, and the closest outie bit is, well, that one there, but it's all blocked up. That's a shame. If I'd moved that, can I move all of these across? I can, you know. They will move across. Okay, let's do that. Obviously, we'll have to alter some of the resource importers and such. But that's no big hardship for us. Okay. So, back the chassis and we'll work back over. So, it was fuel tank. God, we'll go thick and fast through this research, aren't we? Emergency brake assist, sounds good. So, fuel tank, undercarriage, drive shaft, rear, front axles. That should function now. And let's see if that works. Might have messed that up slightly, but we'll see how it goes. So export will go there. This dashboard here, quality check there. Yeah, so it's just electronics, which can go in there. Then it's that, that, and that. Wow, didn't expect that one. Okay, resource conveyors. Those can just go to there. We'll have to alter some of this, but that is technically a car coming off the line now. Yeah, it is. It is actually working. Wow. Shouldn't sound surprised. I'm surprised, but shouldn't sound surprised. Right, okay, so time to spend a lot of money. So this one, upgrades, extra robots, buy all. Same thing again. Going to go for every single one of these upgrades for the robots. And that's took us down to 180k. Because look at that. That's a lot of robots. But we also now need to make a very expensive car. We don't need to make, but we are going to make. Let's put the spare wheel. I can't believe a spare wheel is not classed as common stuff. So we need to go around through all of these parts, so all of the axles and such, all of the assembly areas, and just see what upgrades we need to put on. So let's do that. All these have got extra robots, that's fine. But it's not the robots, it's things like this, the reversing cameras and stuff, is what we're looking for. Now, because there's a lot of technology in the game, and I'll be honest, I was surprised actually when, because I haven't played this game for quite a number of months, I was surprised just how many, let's buy all on that one, just how many upgrades there was, like extra upgrades that I've never seen. So that's all on there. So we've got central locking, car alarm, keyless entry. Yes, we've got that on that. Electric windows is on, I assume. Yeah, it's got a ticky on it. They're all ticky boxes, yeah. So that's fine. New upgrades, folding wheel mirrors. Yes, we'll have that. Paints, high pressure nozzles. Why not? These, I don't think we've got no more upgrades for them. High pressure nozzles. I don't think there's any upgrades for the polisher. No, there isn't. So powertrain. You've got stop-start engine, hybrid powertrains and stuff like that, which we do want to do, and that's what we're going to be focusing on this line. I think we'll go for like electric cars when we can. Buy anti-lock brakes. I think emergency brake assist is already on. Yes, it is. Spare wheels and such we are researching now. None on there. Is that upgrade done? Yeah. New. It does say new on there, but I'd rather go around and check them because there might be something that that I've clicked on before and it's removed the tag. So bye. That's okay. That's fine. Automatic wipers. Climate control. So I'm not clicking buy all because it closes it, you see. Buy a pollen filter. Heater and driver airbag. And then finally, the electronics. So in-car music, sat-nav, voice recognition, Bluetooth support. There it is. Right, so what we'll do, we will make, let's have a quick look and see what we can do in terms of the market. So the market, it looks like the market for expensive cars is actually a compact. Look at that, 6 for that one. But I think we'll go for the sedan because I do want to go for that. No, because the market share is higher for the sedan. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do a nice premium sedan. So we'll go for our sedan model M. And we will say, create similar model. So it is the unnamed design. So it's going to be the, well, obviously delete all of that. It'll be the sedan P. So it's a premium model, which will charge a premium for it. And then we'll put everything possible on this. The lot. So you can see there's a lot of stuff that's classed as universal across this model. It's different on other ones. So that's still classed as mid-range, actually, which is very interesting. It's because we haven't got enough features in it. That's all it is. Once we unlock some more features, it will become an expensive car. But we're going to call it the P, and we're going to change the schedule. We're going to add the P and get rid of the B+. Oh, sorry, the M. So we're still going to get these cars out the door, and obviously there's going to be loads of stuff that's missing. There's a new body style, which is... Ooh, actually, we might... Oh, yeah, I was going to say we've got... I don't know if there's anything else we can do, but yeah, with sports bodies there. Insufficient resources on that one. I don't think I've mentioned, by the way, the colours in... Oh, looks like we've business fairly out. Well, accept the loan. I'm guessing it's because these cars are going out the door and not selling very well. Yeah, that's why. I just didn't notice that. By the way, the colours here on the cars, those represent how long a car's been waiting at that slot. So we might have, yeah, as you can see, we've got things like insufficient resources. So we need to probably do, well, we definitely do need to do some load balancing. We've got a lot of cars here that, look at that, it's terrible. They're just not selling. So what I'm going to do for the M's, I'm going to, actually, them are okay. It's the sedan M's, then I'm going to reduce down to like a 10% premium just to get them out the door, or at least hopefully get them out the door. But they'll be classed as budget, they're just named differently, obviously. They are going, they're selling, that's fine. It's a good job that loan was there. We took $1 million loan out. It was that one there, look, with a 20% interest rate. We didn't have a choice, I had to take it. So actually, looks like the main thing that's shouting insufficient resources is here, which is strange because it's right next door to that one. It just must use a lot of them. Let's go to fit this the spare wheel. We'll say fit to everything, and then we'll go for things like powered seats. Anything that's like quite quick to research is what we're going to do. Spare wheel, obviously, it's going to be the compact. No, it's not. It's going to be the sedan P. We do need to say yes. We'll include that. This is still mid-range, which I'm surprised at. But is it selling? The B pluses are there. Strangely, some of the ones that are named P. I've just noticed we actually got a backlog for the sales. And insufficient resources around the board. Okay. Because this line here, to be fair, we might want to connect it up. No, if we connect it up, sometimes you have a lot of problems. That's fine. That one doesn't seem to be too bad. What I might do, though, is... Oh, there's upgrade fit seats. We'll get that one. Steering adjustment. Start including that. It's still mid-range. I'm guessing it has to be over 50 grand to be more. So what I might do is remove those. Have the resource import to do that. So just take a little bit of load off that. This one's still shouting insufficient resources, which is there. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4. What we could probably do is maybe that connect up to that one, then join down. Okay. There's that steering wheel. We'll sort that out in a second. Heated wing mirrors. Bull bars. Reversing camera. Tyre pressure sensors. There's a lot of stuff we can have. I'm just going to go for anything that's quite cheap to research, like in terms of points, because I might as well. So we'll put that in the sedan. We still haven't made the expensive. There you go. It's now an expensive car. We still haven't made the sports car, but there's the sports car there. Looks like it can drive forward just as fast as it can backwards. Oh dear, oh dear. We'll probably end up making a sports car, an expensive sports car. What I'm going to do is put this model back up a little bit. Are they still selling? Yeah, they're saying wrong body style. But the rest is alright. So, more load balancing here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off those like that. I'm going to cut off that one. That'll go up to there. And then go... actually, no. Cut off that one. That'll do that, and that'll do that. There we go. That should be a little bit better, because that's now going for 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, actually, that's even worse. Or is it? Let's go for upgrade for the wing mirrors. And we'll have something that's cheap to research. Powered tailgate. Why not? Why not? What the hell's that research complete? Was that complete straight away? Or was that just glitched? I'm not sure. But let's just put it in the car. Stand P. That one. And that's in no route to stockpile now, which is not the case. It's definitely there. I can see it. There you go. I think that's just glitched out. No, I think the way I had it before was actually the better option. That one, yeah. It's just whether or not this has got too much on it, on the line. Because it only takes 2 seconds to get that. It might be something like that. It might be. There's a upgrade fit trunk, powered tailgate. We'll get that. And then, what else can we got? Spoiler? Well, go for a spoiler. That'll make it look pretty cool. Which obviously you'd put on certain cars. You wouldn't put it on. You could put it on the sedan. And you would almost certainly put it on the... How come the sedan P sale price is now 38,000 rather than... Even though that's mid-range. Why has that just dropped down? That was 40-odd thousand a minute ago. I don't know what's happened there. I'm sure we were selling that as expensive and it's gone right down. It's because of the other companies are now researching it. So yeah, so it's no longer classed as a premium model because it's like a common feature for certain things. That's all it is. Yeah. So it looks like around here is perfectly fine when it comes to the resource importers, but we are a little bit lacking in this area here. So what I'll do is I will connect that up to there. And I'll remove probably that one. And these ones will stream in from here, you see. Because at the moment, that's just bringing in paint. That's all that resource import is doing. It's paint into there. So it'll be best if it covers this side, you see. And we do have faster resource importers. Just taking a while to do that. We might have to have some... Almost certainly... We'll have to go for a stockpile, I think. I think a stockpile is going to be the way to go. So the sedan, not so P, still mid-range, but we now got a spoiler on it, so that's cool. What about a sports? What if we make a sports car with everything on it? What will it be like? Well, it wouldn't be much of a sports car because it'd be so heavy. Bull bars on your sports car? No problem. I mean, look, it's still budget. And we've got most of these most of these things on. It's still budget. It's only hit just mid-range now. Oh, that's looking more like a sports car, that one, isn't it? I'm going to call it Sports M. It should be the Sports P, but it's going to be Sports M. Unless we want to 30% it. I'm going to call it the P because it will be P eventually because we're adding everything in here. So we'll call it the Sports P and we are going to make how many? Sports P? 11 people want that, yep, for that one. So we will get that done. So Sports P will add that. So Sedan P and Sports P on that one. And a lot of trucks that we're not selling. I think it's just too expensive. Bought identical model. Not enough features. Not enough features. Probably too expensive. Yeah, well, I think we'll drop it down as well. Just to help it go out the door, you see. We've been selling it at a very, very big markup, so we'll drop it by 15%, you see. But I think we will leave it there. I think this is a problem because it's still saying insufficient and it's not streaming anything in. There's the upgrade. There's a panoramic sunroof. heated steering wheel while we're on. I mean, look at the stuff we researched. It's a lot more than it was at the start of the episode, that's for sure. So we've upgraded everything we can when it comes to this panoramic sunroof. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's open-topped. Look at that. Sweet. Oh, you can have sunroof. Oh, you can only have one or the other. Well, open-top, I prefer the open-top, so we're going to go with that one. Yeah, it's still saying insufficient resources. I think that's a little bit bug-ed. So if I remove that and then put it in, it should hopefully fix that. Come on. Please get resolved. Or am I going to have to connect it back up to this one? I have to delete all of that. And do that. It's definitely a route to stockpile. It might stream in a bit. I think it's just a little bit iffy. So I'll save it there. Reload it. Hopefully that'll fix the problem. But overall, I'm quite happy with what we've accomplished here. I don't think this is too bad at all. So I guess from here on in, we are looking at now making all different types of cars here. I think we need to go through and pretty much figure out whether we need this basic production line, and whether we need this one, and also whether or not we want to, say, delete all of this and build a production line that actually assembles everything from scratch. That was always the plan. We always wanted to do that, but not too sure whether or not we want to do it at this point. Let me know what you think, and we will go from there. There's another nice little upgrade of steering wheel. We'll go for... Actually, you know what? I do fancy we should really have some tyre pressure sensors in there. But yeah, overall, quite happy with what we've accomplished. A little bit iffy when it comes to the price. You can see the price is pretty much constantly dropping because... Oh, sunroof. No, we want a panoramic sunroof. The price is pretty much dropping all the time because of the other companies researching technology. But we're still doing all right in terms of money. As you can see, we've still got a loan available because we've paid one off. Another one we've paid off shortly. But yeah, doing all right, doing all right. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.